Hello, as usual, I do not know how to start this, so we're just gonna get right into it. Pull up the wheel. Well, hey, what are we doing? I was gonna say, maybe I should just start it with crafting every single time. So, the only ones we're not gonna be doing is Fortnite, Dead by Daylight, Codenames. Everything else is on the table. Except maybe Risk, I don't know how that works. Hey, and count together. This one's right on itch. Just You don't even need to go to itch.io. You just type in count together. It should pop up, I think. Uh, Keep in mind, I also don't know. So, Count Together is a game about counting together with up to 10 people. You can count online with friends, random people, or just by yourself. Count all the rules. Count all the passing creatures. Start with 10 HP. Lose HP for every wrong count. You faint out at 0. If you play with others, you can get resurrected by doing a perfect count. Push each other higher on the leaderboard. This is a cooperative game. Daily, weekly, and all-time leaderboards to aim towards something each time you play. Have fun. Right? So there are all the rules and whatnot. I need to check to see if I started bingo. I'm not here for that yet. Game. Good lord, it is loud. Wait room. No, go back. Back. Username. Environment. Gate game. Right down here is where you put in the room ID. Right here. I'll hit ready, so doesn't start. Just like Phasmophobia, I will just be sitting here waiting for 1 minute. This is just me to test to see if I can hear myself. I don't think I can hear myself, but I'm gonna start anyway. Count by clicking or pressing any button. I'm gonna use space. I'm gonna be quiet since I'm gonna focus. I tested this game. It takes a lot of brain. Okay. Neat! Start with 10 HP, and you lose 1 for each round count. If you play alone, the game ends when you reach 0, but if you play with others, you can keep on counting and get back in game by doing a perfect count. Go! I'm very glad I don't have a camera on my face, because if I did, it would just show my eyes going crazy. Yes, those are animals. I think I'm one off. I think I added another one. Oh, snap! Okay, let's go again. Yes, those are also animals. I always get scared. I always get scared by the time's up thing. I'm probably off. Surprising. Okay, here we go. Don't ask me how I'm getting these. I have no idea. Am I wrong? I think I am. Yep, I was off by one. Okay, let's try again. Ah. How did I get that right? Okay. Ooh. Okay. That's a new one. Okay, I'm gonna do this one wrong. So many bears. The bears merged together. Okay, yeah. 419. Because I don't want to do that again unless I'm with people. If someone doesn't join within like a minute or two, I'm moving on. Okay, I'm gonna move on. We can go back to that one though, if the wheel lands on it again. But now we're going to go back to what to do. And let's see. Okay. So for craft time, we're gonna be doing something a bit different. I will be painting instead of crocheting. Got my paint apron on, that's the wrong one. We're already on that one. Okay, there we are. So, got my paint apron on. Happiness is homemade. I have an easel. And I have paints and whatnot over here. Hopefully, I will figure some stuff out so I stay kind of like anonymous. That's what I want to do. But not, guess it's not really big a deal. So let's just get into it. Yeah. Fair warning, I have no idea what I'm going to be. Maybe I'll sketch it out, maybe I won't. Who knows? Here for now. I do sketch it out, I have a pencil. What should I paint? My god. I just looked at my fingers for the first time. This one is bloody. You have an easel I could use on. That way you wouldn't be able to see it. Yes, I realize it's going to be upside down for you, but it'll be fine. Be fine. Still trying to figure out what to paint. Oh, by the way, if I'm ever down here, this is where my keyboard and mouse is now, so you won't be seeing it up here. It's down here now. I do have more canvases if I like mess up or something. And obviously painting my hairs up. It's weird because I have sleep. Let's see, let's what to paint. Timer. Timer up. Here's the timer. Okay. Because I am limited by time, I'm going to just paint. So for now, I'm just going to pencil away. Don't have a water cup. Well, not sponsored, by the way. If anyone gives me an idea on what to paint, I will just do that. Probably. Palette. Here's my palette. My dirty palette. Moon and stars. Okay. I'm going to choose to interpret that the way I want to. Once I get all of my paints and stuff out. My word, how many? I packed a lot. A handful of brushes, and that's perfect. Okay, we're good. And for the water cup, I'm just gonna cut this. Then I have my water. Okay, moon and stars. I don't have any I think I should pause the timer since I'm not even painting yet. I'll pause the timer. No, I can't pause it, so I'll just restart it once I start painting. Okay, no purple then. So be it. I grabbed my brushes. Start the timer. There we go. And here we go. Also, these are some old paints since I got them from someone and I have not used them before. So some of them might not work. Oh, I looked up and saw a spider. That's great. uh, Here's a warning to protect your workspace. It's my paint apron. It's gonna get paint on it. It already has paint on it. There we go, all done. I was painting earlier. I have paint on my hand. And my friend used this. We didn't have water at the time. So I am a very messy painter. I'm thinking I should have laid down saran wrap or something. Wrap? I rarely paint on canvas. Find it to be grainy. Oh, whatever. It's fine. Uh-oh. Gotta mix more paint. Really. Like worm. No, I do not have a paint palette, by the way. Dog bark. Like your bingo. I have dog bark. Man, trying to keep my desk as clean as possible, and then I decide to paint. I'm smart, I swear. We want white stars, yellow stars, colored stars. They're all getting added with white. I'm gonna do 4 different colors. Do blue one. Fun fact, when stars come closer, they turn red. When they move away, they turn blue. Oh, fun fact. That's one. Yuck. Ah, thank you. Orange. I need to open. Put my scissors in front of me. I'm a genius. What other colors should I do? Ugh. Bark. don't think I added enough white, but I don't care. It'll be fine. I'm not a professional artist by any means. See? Point proven. I'm not a professional artist. I really got this brush for stars. Whenever I paint, I just want to start learning calligraphy. Bark, bark. Okay, that's that done. Now we do the star. Actually, it's gonna go in my pot. dog is. Ah. I've never really seen the moon up close or studied any pictures. FYI. Before I do that, I keep saying I want to protect my desk, and then I just do stupid stuff like that. Keep messing with that. It's just gonna keep getting bigger. we do eyeliner. Mess with it, the worse it. Oh, there's speckles of paint on my desk. It's fine. It'll be aesthetic. I'm just manhandling this. Not very happy. Dog is really barking. Oh. Oh, stupid. God, that scared me. Holy moly. Okay. Quick finish. Here is my moon and stars. Hope you like it, cause I kinda don't, so now let me sign it. With green, my favorite color. All signed. Maybe I'll hang this up right behind me, like right here. I have to paint down the sides first. Like, I know the time's up, but hang on. Now I just want to paint. I won't. I'll move on after I do the sides. Okay, there. The only one I didn't do here, that's where I signed it. Now let's move on. I need to find a place to put this to dry. I'm thinking... Let me take my apron off. Then I'll use that to set it on. And then I can just put it wherever. Here we go. Now it's drying, so we move on. Alright. So now if we get 30-minute craft time, we're not going to be doing that since we just did it. The other wheel again. Again, we're not doing a daylight or night names. Interesting. This is going to be a first. I don't think anyone who watches plays Risk, so Gonna go again. That's one of the ones we don't do. I would take them off, except I just need to figure out how to do them. You know what? We're just gonna do this. Past Trivia of the Void. Before we do anything, we're going to take a quick 5-minute break so I can use the bathroom. Alright, I'm back. Holy moly. Thank goodness I went when I did. Probably not something to share, but I don't really care. Yeah, that rhymes. Up the game. Master Void. My cursor's cursor's a jalapeno. That's so funny. Hang on, look. Looks like a jalapeno. Plus. What would an I say that word. Omniscient? Um, all-knowing. Creature of the Abyss, do with all that knowledge, we'll host a trivia game, of course. Join join the challenge of the Thing of the Void, or Thothev. Thothev? For short, and go deep into the abyss to win big. Your knowledge of several topics to the test: sports, history, science, anime, video games, and more. But since Thothev thought that just knowing wasn't fun enough, move around in his playground, collecting cards and increasing your combo. Cash out or go deeper for higher rewards, but possibly higher risks. Monetary, of course. You have what it takes to make it big at the biggest game show from the darkest pits of the universe? Okay. Instructions. Roll a dice and move around the board. Land on a category. You'll have to answer a trivia question. Okay. Answer correctly for V coins. Is that like V-Bucks? Extra points if you answer fast, even more if you answer correctly consecutively. But I can't say omniscient. Other title. Something just fell and it scared me. Uh, Other tiles have various effects. Some even give you cards, which you can use to make luck lean to your favor. Person's not from America. Some cards can be used on the board, so it's going to be a good game. Got it. While others can be used during the trivia itself. Whenever you pass start, you can cash out to end the game, hopefully surpass your high score. Or you can go deeper into the abyss. This increases the rewards you get by answering questions right. Also makes you lose money when you answer incorrectly. Do you feel confident in raising the stakes? Nope, gonna anyway. Features: play a wacky trivia board game, Eldritch Monster as the host, a lot of categories: sports, anime, sports, history, and science as usual, video games and anime too, of course. Collect cards along the way. They can help you skip those difficult questions. The categories: collect pawns and play with your favorite ones. Plenty to buy, make your own trivia to share with your friends. Oh, mouse to do pretty much anything. Oh, we're not coding. I don't code. No, thank you. Run the game. While that's loading, I'm going to take notes because I didn't. Here. Oh, the game can. Whoa, what's going on with my mouse? Download. Uh, wow. Um, this is the website. Okay. Oh no, my name. Understood. God, that's loud. Oh. Okay, you know what? Download. It's in progress. But we'll move on. Okay. I was gonna say. Writing it down. Yeah. Magpie. See, now, whenever something says harmless, I just immediately think it's, horror, and this reaffirms that for me. Push your luck in this roguelike deck builder, defeat your boss, or die. Inspired by Inscription and Severance. Severance. I love this game. Never played it. I love it. Technology, technology, whatever. Technology is a miracle, but it has its limits. Magpie. Mr. Magpie is now straining the limits of what's supported on one's web browser. It's usually faster to download the game than wait for it to load. If that's the case for you, okay. So, not this game. Got it. God, we got every. Spin again then, shall we? Why is Waterworks still on here? That needs to come off. That needs, that needs to come off. Sorry, I yawned. Sleepy Hollow. I feel like I've tried to play this one before. Years ago, your mother died. You're the one who saw it happen. But no one believes you. An accident, they some hoodlums, they say. Saw it. Horsemen. For all this time, you're still not believed. You begin to believe therapist. Traumatic stress induced. Your younger self made up to protect yourself. Then, the sound of hooves following. This isn't a game to take time off of, take time off my other games. Come with to discover Sleepy Hollow, a once thriving town now struggling with leaving. Doors shutting and a foul memory of a murder shocked the population. An ugly, dirty scar that sank the town slowly but surely. A birthday party, a pony, mother's laughter. Maybe the last time you were happy, free. Since then, you have been forced to leave your home, the apartment with your stepfather, letters you're ignoring from your biological father, classes, going to your therapist. Then, to your horror, all classes are moving. The absolute horror of that. University, the university not having enough money to upkeep all the online. Time to leave the safety of the house, outside, deal with being known as the one whose mother was brutally murdered. The event which sent you into a breakdown. Yet, something is following you. Plays female, male, non-binary, gender fluid. Struggles has your mental scarring left you with. How do you deal with it? Your relationship with your stepfather versus the one who abandoned you and connect with a friendship long dead, deal with bullies, go to therapy, think about the sound. There's romances in this? Okay. Romanceable option number one. Kat Von Tassel. Remember her as something otherworldly, sweet girl who liked to befriend everyone in class. You'll remember when she invited you to a playdate, or a playdate when you were very young and the excitement you felt. You hadn't seen her in years now, of course. Finding out she's in the same class as you? Strange. There she sits, soft brown blonde hair, waves, hazel eyes, sitting like nothing could ever bother her. Yet she tenses around. Rom von Brunt. What a name. Your mother didn't like him. Most mothers did. You remembered him as a rough and tough boy who everyone liked. Those who didn't like him were usually the victims of a kick to the stomach and sneers. He was the only boy from your school that you remembered having in horse riding, so you'd usually see him around the paddock. Now, later, he has yet to grow up. Shaggy blonde hair, skin tanned from hours in the sun, yet and cold, dark eyes. Also at the university, his final year. Ike Crane, the only person you saw regularly outside of your neighborhood, stepfather and your reflection on the computer screen, therapist. We can romance the therapist? Oh, he mostly works at the university, but you are one of the few patients he sees in person, at his office. Quiet and intense, he lets you talk about whatever ails you that week, anything that caught your interest, all while slowly writing in his notebook. He knows everything about you and notices things you didn't. Seeing him more, in passing, teaching, to comfort you or suffocate you. An older man, thick thin with pale skin, dark hair makes him a striking figure. Even if it's like seeing a leering, even if it's like seeing a leering crow among the blue jays of the world. Okay, we are going to do this. Boot. That. Rom. Or Ike. Welcome back. Uh, there is a poll now for who we are supposed to romance in this game. I know my preference, but I'm gonna let everyone else pick. And these are the whatever it's called. Personality things? I don't know. You want me to do cat? Okay. She tenses around us. Hopefully that's better. Anyway, it was your 7th birthday party. This is gonna be a lot of reading. It was your 7th birthday party, the day you got your little pony. You remembered it vividly. Your mama had decorated the living room just how you wanted it, even better than you could have imagined. Friends had all been invited, even a few kids your mother thought had I forgot to remute that. Okay, whatever. You didn't even a few kids your mother had thought were lonely. You didn't think anyone could be lonely, not in your class. Your dad was outside on the grill, party hat askew on his hair. A few other dads crowded around him, keeping clear of the green green balloons and streamers, mismatched pile of gifts. Mostly mothers here, matching in frocks and tinkling little laughs and gushing words. Kids in their play clothes, giggling and running around, with a huge crowd by the fence, where the paddock where the horses was. Beauty, Dazzle, and Buttercup liked the attention the most, poking their noses over and waiting for pets and stolen sugar cubes at the table. You had been excited from the moment you woke up. Mama was the one to wake you up, humming happy birthday under her breath, or it splintered off into her usual, walking her fingers on your belly in a little circle. She was always just as excited for your birthday as you were. Dad loved to complain that it wasn't fair. Birthday didn't get all this attention. He usually ducked down to kiss your forehead and scoop you up with a laugh. Breakfast treat of your choosing, family presents first, from Mama and Dad. Then from far-off relatives, Grandma who lived down the street, Uncle who will stay over with your cousins. You didn't mind. The last time he was here, you did nothing but talk about fishing. Tried, tried to get your dad to go fishing with him. Ask if you liked fish. Around that time, you started to ignore him till he left. Definitely left because of you ignoring him when he asked if you like or trout. Scalded him to the bone. And today, Grandma was helping your mama get your cake ready. Even when they pretended that they were making more lemonade, were worried about lemon juice getting in your. It's an excuse they gave every birthday, every special occasion that required having your eyes elsewhere. Even Mama's horrible old cat that hated everyone else but her, out there, sitting on the counter, hissing whenever Grandma's hand strayed too close to him. Once tried to scratch your eye for sitting too close to him while Mama was giving her a comb. Never did that again. In fact, you made sure not to go anywhere near him as a rule. But today, he spotted him chowing down noisily from the plate, sure of treats and two, just so he could also celebrate. You were 6. Around lunchtime, the excitement for your birthday fizzled out. Wrapped, ready for your friends at the park later, Mama up in her room getting changed in days, your dad hushed and on the phone in his office. That's suspicious. You had sat there, and for the first time, you had thought, is that it? Is that what you were too excited to sleep for the night before? That you had crept into your parents' bedroom and snooped around for, looking under the bed and in the wardrobe? It was not sad. Disappointing? Something like that. Something was supposed to happen on a birthday. Something magical. This birthday? No. Birthday you couldn't squash down the excitement. You knew what was waiting for you. After an out-of-tune round of happy birthday, about 10 a-wrapping toys, books, gift cards, and a sweet slice of cake, it was here. She was here. Father leading out a pretty pony, soft black eyes, white snout that crept into a soft cream cone. Mama took the reins from him so that he could help you up onto her. You could smell her perfume, pony's soft off-white hair tickling your face, sounds of the party, the clamors of the children, wanting to also have a good. You love her, honey? She whispered, her lips against your temple. After so long of watching your mama train her horses just behind the house, attic just by the stables, of your dad laughing softly, saying, not this year, again and again, you did. Really, really did. Your alarm clock went on. Good Lord. This. Okay. Woke up slowly, then all at once, like you were slowly coming up from for air from under the water. Faint sound of a radio switching on, blankets tangled around your legs, warm purring on your collar, whisker tickling your nose, reaching one deep breath, up, awake, eyes flickering open to watery sunlight filtering in through threadbare curtains, face full of black and white fur, hiding the gray hairs quite well. Cats. No. Please don't tell me the cat's name is Cat. The cat's name is Cat. Okay. Cat snored gently, sounding like he had a bit of blocked nose. Maybe it was time for the vet. Gently rose your fingers and stroked along the bridge of his nose, ears flickering at the touch. As per usual, you shifted him gently, long whiskers twitching as you did. You replaced your space on the pillow, sinking gently into the dent, tail curling around his round body. After a few moments, he turned once more. Cat didn't mind your thin pillow, the lumpy mattress. Heck, he even seemed to enjoy the strange stains in the been there ever since you and Ian moved in. Some nights you were woken up by Cat's loud licking, reminded you of that one children's movie. They were all licking the colorful wallpaper and gasping at the delicious taste. You always made sure to nudge him away, though. All these years on, still had no idea what those were. Get what out? What out? Pulling your clothes on, you kept an ear for any movement from the usual sounds. Ian's bed creaking, a wardrobe opening, a door closing, coffee maker being switched on. By the time you had shrugged on your hoodie, there was nothing. The soft whimpering. Ah, that day. You left your room, nearly tripping over one of the packing boxes as per the room didn't have space for it. He kept saying he was going to go to the storage place and put it away, but, well, flipped on the coffee maker and get some coffee. And retrieved your own coffee mug from the drying rack. Ian could have the other half later. He needed something to warm up, especially this. The heating took too long to get going in the mornings. It usually meant you showered the night before and got dressed first thing to avoid getting. Your eyes sagged on the calendar hanging on the two-seater table by the wall. Friday. Only had classes in the afternoon, be after usual. Poking around the kitchen, you tried to find something to eat. Ian's cereal, nearly empty. You suspiciously wrinkly and sad-looking fruit. Fridge in general smelt suspicious. Stomach clenched unpleasantly, stuck to taking slow, measured sips of your drink. Maybe get something before your plate. Root around in the drawer next to the fridge, fishing out the notepad, pencil, and a few crumpled bucks. Scribbling down a reminder for Ian to get groceries, stuck it to the fridge with one of the old magnets. Stuffed picture of a family vacation. You, Ian, and Mama. Couldn't really make out her face anymore. Gently traced her hair with the nail of your thumb before moving away. Tucking the bills in your pocket, picked up your house keys from the second hook. The door loomed, dark, staying at the bottom. Throat felt tight. You... No smoking. No. No. Okay, so this is what I actually do. You began to roughly chew at your thumb, teeth scraping the nail and ripping at the barely healed skin. Your nerves gently settled, from a plug shooting off sparks until a blackened socket, safe but damaged. Outside, you took a deep breath. Pausing in front of the door, you listened out for nothing. Nothing. Since it's a bad day, The apartment you and your stepfather shared was on the sixth floor of the Birchwood residence, named for the stretch of father, for the stretch of forest that used to be the nicer of two parks that the town had, all ripped up and carted off, and two ugly tomb-shaped buildings erected instead. Of course, to the horror of many old ladies, moms, people who fed birds, kids, and most people who liked a nice view. It's supposed to help house. It was supposed to help house people coming to Sleepy Hollow. To knowledge, only five flats were occupied. The rest were empty. Just a bunch of tree killers dancing on the lift had never worked so round and staircase. The lift had never worked so round and round you went down the staircase, down to the front. Hometown seemed to persist in eternal autumn, except for the week where it was summer and months when it was winter. Everything was snuffed out like for eager wrap with a stuck in sweater. The wind tugged at your hoodie as you walked, closed down shops, like a graveyard. You remembered being a kid, and most of this path being walking trail, going in and out of the park, along the river, all torn down to make new things. Playground that you saw a dog using the other day. Shops that either fizzled out or never had a home to begin with. The Hollow's version of exile. Naughty people with dead relatives and bad credit got sent to the tree graveyard. I think I'm losing my voice. Once remembered reading about how the lungs work. Right side of the heart, into the arteries, wow, reoxygenated fresh blood brought out through the left side to the rest of the body. It's somewhat how living here worked. First along a vein, gray and new and lifeless. Only a few others lived here. All tread to the lung, gray turned red, squares turned oval. Wind, the wind blew gently. Shops were fuller. People walked along. There was a hum of activity that lost everywhere else. A hub of people, chatter of life, all faceless. Father's old hoodie was big, long, and it was safe. He didn't look at anyone. To you. If they did, you wouldn't know. Good. Safe. You could make out pieces of clothing, snippets of conversation. Everything else was blurred. Even that was starting to feel a bit too much. Got up, past your old school, up the hill, hair dragging against your lungs. Up and up. Stop at the crest. Didn't look down to where the house still stood. Kept moving. Grassy hill back onto the thing. Past the corner shop. Oh, food. Used your shoulder to open the door, belting sounds. Blast of warm air greeted you, along with the scent of hot dogs, pretzels, something overly sweet. Of the slushy machine, interested chatter from the front, distant sounds of a radio soothed you. Didn't, the giggling from shelves. Kids, probably. You? Definitely. Still, your palms began to sweat. Tongue dry, throat dry, something wet against your temples. In and out. In and again. Something that you at least have in your hand. That through the hour. Eyes started to browse, but your feet betrayed you, instinctually pulling the aisle you wanted. Joel, okay. I'm gonna go with the hot dog. Yeah, of course, as per usual, you wandered over to the slightly run down, suspiciously smelling part. Yep, hot dog time. Your choice of very questionable toppings. You in hand, you headed straight to the counter, hearing the affirming grunt from the cashier. Game as usual? Of course, you never expected an drop the crumpled bills and the thing. Hot and sigh. Come on, they always look like strippers' bills. Gotta worry about nothing nasty sticking them together, do I? Snatched up the receipt he slid over and took your snack. Already turned. That? I think it is. Gil from behind you.
Dog time.
Did it work? Dog time. Stomach lurched, your palms sweated. Your shoulder to shove open the door again before to the fresh air. No more delays. Therapy. Walking, sipping as you went. Sipping. But we got the hot dog. Sorry, I yawned again. Crossing just before the roundabout, slowly joined a throng of students chatting loudly, laughing, desperately drinking fountains and coffee as the moment, one of them. Your oversized hoodie, your snack in hand, down. Probably looked like just another student strung out, didn't sleep well, pencil to class. Nothing but your will to leap forward. But then you broke off from the school, swam upstream, followed them into the university grounds, just to take a sharp right, ran it onto a gravel one. You overheard that it was called the Rat Cage. All the way people, all the way back when you first started coming, it did feel like a rodent from time to time, just from the way people looked at you called in. Dr. Crane never made me feel that way, though. It often just felt like you were talking out, that he was paid to do that, not for the small notes he took. Nudged the door open, past two professional-looking women, holding big mugs of something steamy. I think they gave you a noticeable berth. Up the stairs, academic buildings had a certain smell, didn't they? Books, coffee, something else, desperation. Through another set of double doors, stomach twisted gently. Maybe you should have a proper breakfast. Maybe you should have had a proper breakfast. Finally, waiting room. Wandered over to the front desk. There was someone new there today. Pretty. Not nice. Like pretty girls do. They always knew the correct person. Hiya, darling. Name? Oh, she was. Who knew? The old secretary just waved at you and back to her crossword. Thin lips, bifocals low on her nose. She'd suck her teeth. Stuck. Front desk usually sounded like it was. You slowly exhaled, the grip on your snack tightening. Just 3, 2. Let's go with a gender neutral name. And let's go with Raven. Raven? Alrighty. Moved around on her chair a bit. You have an appointment? Stomach tightened. It was mouse teeth. Why wasn't she here to make fun of this new person for not knowing? Took a deep breath. Standing appointment, times a week. Wowza, lots going on up there, huh, hun? Clicking, either nails or the keyboard. Wet, sweaty. You could feel it rolling down your back like termites scuttling once some fog has been lifted from soggy soil. Fingers felt numb. Everything was shifting. Vertigo. Room slowly began to spin. Sorry, not finding you. Mind filling out some info for me? Lap. Clipboard with pencil lipper before you. An information sheet smiling right at you. Should be able to find you then. Gripped your snack tightly, and shaking. You wiped your other hand against your hoodie, hugged the clipboard towards yourself. Chair, sitting, knees clenched. Slowly put down the snack on the little table next to you. Green walls, green doors, windows, big curtains, secretary desks, two other people waiting. In, out. It was 8:55. Nothing wrong. Just you. Took up the pen, feeling coming back to your fingers. Okay. Slowly, you blinked a few times. That looked right. Took another deep breath. Next part. Surname. You rolled the pen between your fingers a bit, feeling the scratch of plastic against the head of your last name. Sorry. I like that they're all, except for I think, I'm just here. Sorry, yawned again. It was been no Trevanian. Raven Trevanian. Right. Okay. Right. Rolled the pen up a bit, letting the uneven plastic ridges dig into your skin. One down, filled in your address. Gender. Slowly dragged your pen, circling it. Emergency contact. Ian's number. History of mental illnesses. Ian was the one to fill this out. His lips in her phone. No, I'm not putting anyone else on the phone. I already know stuff. Just no. What do you mean invasion of privacy? Again, no. I'm not putting the kid on the phone. Why? Because I swear to flippin' God, I'm not going to watch as they struggle to write out Dad's me. That's the problem with you. No, tell you what. Let's hope none of your stupid stuff ends up affecting. Hello? Then chicken. Ian angrily hanging up and rubbing his hand over his face before finally noticing. Yeah, leave that one blank, would you? Gave a ragged inhale. Right. Fingers shook. Slowly. Borderline. Melody. Thought about adding in. Alright, the rest of it. You were circling the no options with haste, quietly thankful that the questions didn't get too invasive. She was finally done with. Handwriting had gotten worse. Picking up, you shuffle over to the front desk. Took the board from you and scanned it, her pink nails tapping the back of it. I'll have a look, but I don't know, doll. Raven. Oh, thank God. Usual woman. Sat in her tweed and crossword clutched in her hand, scooting into. Tucked your head a bit lower. People really did look like scary without their. Yes, something sour crawled along. Just take a deep. Just take a seat, dear. Dr. Crane will be call you in soon. She ushered away. Can't talk. Guess check your bingo. She ushered the new one away, took her seat. Really, Beatty, it's Barb, making the poor thing jump through hoops. Oops, a mouse squeak. Not aimed at the crossword. You retook your seat and slowly exhaled. Your armor, Dad's hoodie, pair of old pair of baggy trousers, thick boots. Against the world was not today. Wear whatever you want in the flat. The outside was useless. Someone didn't know who you are. Something you usually would. Slowly exhaled out your nose for your snack. Ah. Took a hold of the plastic cup, sweating in the warm room. Mom said, melted a bit. Still had that good cold. It's Trevanian? I forgot how I said it. A cool voice broke through your thoughts. Oh, looked up. First thing you noticed was thin, spindly, was like spider legs. Steady. One resting in the office, the other resting ink stain on. Slowly raised your head. Waistcoat, black. Shirt, gray, red. Graceful throat? One like an nail? Okay. Lips downturned. Combed black hair. Gray tinted temple. Black eyes with hooded lids. Crow's feet lining the corners. Lips twitched. Come along, Raven. One time. As that was the epilogue. We're gonna save it there then. Save. Yes. And that is all. Well, I have a feeling that one's gonna be pretty long. So I'm actually going to re-add it to the wheel. Or maybe I'll just dedicate time to it. But I think I'm getting sick, so while I would keep going, I'm gonna stop here because my throat hurts and I think I'm losing my voice. And yeah, so as usual, I don't know how to end these, so bye.